Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday, midweek hump day, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say. What's going on with you, Jay? Damn, I made everything rhyme.
Nothing.
Everything good? Everything good?
Yeah,
Perfect, perfect. How's that coffee, man? Looks like you're a little tired.
I just had a sip, so it tastes great.
Nice, nice. We I know you know this, but we are going to the gym after the show today, so we're gonna
After I drink this,
have to
I'll be
get it in.
fully awake in the next hour and a half.
Perfect, perfect. We'll be good. We're gonna make sure today to wake you up on the show so that by the end of the show you're gonna be in laughs and smiles
Okay.
or cries, maybe.
Yeah.
So Jay, let's wake you up and get into our Jay, did you know segment. So, Jay, did you know that sea otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't drift apart in the ocean?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, hey, sea otters, man, you got to admit, they're like some of the cutest creatures from the ocean that you can ever imagine. You
I
see,
like all animals, so it's
I
cool.
know, but you've seen sea otters before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like when you go to Monterey, you can always like see them kind of like drifting and chilling out in the ocean. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, Jay. Well, since you didn't know about the sea otters, let's see if you know that there's a species of ant that explodes when threatened.
What?
There's a species of ant that explodes when threatened.
Explodes?
It explodes. It literally self destructs and releases toxic goo to protect the colony.
Holy shit. No, I don't know.
So that's real. I mean, if you think about it, that's the realest ride or die ant.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Just letting you know. It's good.
All right, waking you up. I can tell. I can tell. Let me get into another good fact. Jay, did you know that you can hear rhubarb grow when it's growing?
Cool.
Did you know about that though?
TTL is excellent, by the way.
Okay, then we on the way.
Uh,
But for rhubarb's sake, when it's in the dark, forcing sheds, it makes little popping and squeaking sounds as it stretches.
no, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Um, for this next one, Jay, I am 99.9% sure that you kind of knew this, but for the average day Joe's audience who didn't know this, let's let them know. Did you know, Jay, that
Uh,
crows are super smart and can remember human faces and hold grudges?
Fuck yeah, of course. I seen it firsthand.
Yep.
I,
So,
I know
what
people
what
that
did you
have
say?
been here throughout the years,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I have a lot of crows that come by, and certain people are like, so some people are just not, they're not cool with crows, and I'm like, I wouldn't do that. You have no idea how my crows are, and I'm telling you, bro, I've seen the funniest shit, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, like crows remember, they'll remember if you like not even mug them, but even just look at them in a certain way, like or
Yeah.
say something, they'll look at you and they'll like haunt you. It's so funny. They're hella cool with me. So
Right.
I've had hella crows come through here before. Like I mean, there was a time where the birds migrated,
Yeah.
usually, and there was like no lie, like maybe like 50 to 100 like crows one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
scary. Yeah, it was scary. It
I
was
know.
around the time when it was orange here. Remember when all the
Yeah.
fires are
Yeah. Yeah.
all everywhere, dude?
Right.
There was like 50 to 100 crows out here, and I was like, "What up, folk?" So
Man, that's crazy.
that yes, crows. When crows come by, they talk.
Yeah, I know.
So they're cool with me. I'm like, they just they're cool. But yeah, I've seen them like fuck with people who are not cool with them.
Right.
It
Right.
it, it made me laugh. I'm like, don't even do, just be cool. You know, like I'm like, dude, I got crows, I got cats, I got raccoons, I got my gophers, I got everything. Just be cool
Right.
with every animal and you'll be cool. If you start fucking with my animals, they'll fuck with you.
No, I know.
It's exactly what I say, you know.
Crows, yeah, like I remember, like there's like there's evidence. I think I did like a whole conspiracy about crows too, about how like it's illegal to like keep them as pets and stuff, and that's because they are so smart. Like if you start giving them gifts, there's like reports of people getting like gifts back from them and stuff, and yeah, man, they're just like super smart, intelligent
Oh
birds.
yeah, they are. They're fucking smart, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
But I have all different types of birds too that come by every day.
right, right.
It's fucking cool.
I like crows. I used to love that movie, The Crow.
Oh yeah, that was a really good movie.
Let me ask you this though, Jay. Did you know that there's a smell in space? And astronauts say it's like seared steak and welding fumes.
No, I don't know.
That's probably from their like the space station or whatever. Like it's probably from them or like in there. I don't even think it's like in space. Like, how would they know? Like, how would you know it smells in space if you can't take off your helmet because obviously there's no oxygen type shit in space. So you literally the only place you can really smell in space would be in the
The
space
space
station.
station.
Space.
Exactly. I know.
That's a funny one. That's
Hmm.
a funny one. All right, so let us move on. And today we're gonna give you Jay to wake you up a little more. We're gonna give you top 5 crazy facts that sound made up but are 100% true.
Hmm.
Let's go with number 5. Did you know that lobsters taste with their legs?
No, I don't know.
Lobsters have little taste sensors on their feet, so yeah, they can taste with their legs. Crazy,
No,
right?
I don't know.
At number 4, did you know, Jay, that a cloud can weigh over 1,000,000 pounds?
No, I don't know.
So yeah, that's what it says. I guess when you have like when it's like a rain cloud full of rain or something. Rain. I don't know
Hmm.
how they measure that.
Hmm.
uh, let's see here. Jay, did you know? I know. So we did talk about a planet that rains diamonds, and you said you know that. But did you know
Hmm.
that there's a planet where it rains molten glass sideways at 5,000 miles per hour?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's called HD 189733b.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
very
to let
intense.
you know.
It's very intense.
All right, and let me get into this fact. Did you know that there's more fake cells in your body than human ones?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, about 90% of your body's cell count are bacteria and microbes.
Okay.
That's crazy, right?
Hmm.
Like, I,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people like see, and that's where like I think like with germaphobes and stuff, like it goes really wrong because we as people we need like germs and bacteria around us because that's what makes us more resistant and stronger, and it builds your immune system, right? Because if you're never exposed to any of that, then obviously if you were like natives got exposed to like white man's shit, you know what I mean? When the white man came to America and stuff, then like that's what happens, you know what I mean? That's why I never feel like it's bad. Actually, I feel like if you're always like cleaning your hands and doing stuff like that like right away, like after each time, or like just having a super like clean room, I don't think that's good, bro.
Of course, I agree. I
So
totally agree.
yeah,
People don't understand that though. It's okay.
exactly. All right, Jay, and for your final number one crazy fact that should sound made up but is actually 100% real. Do you know, Jay, how eels reproduce?
No.
So guess what?
What?
Nobody knows. Not even scientists. It says that they've never seen it happen in the wild. There's no footage, no proof.
Oh.
And on top of that, and I know you know about this one, it says, but every eel swims to the Sargasso Sea at a certain like point in time during the year.
Okay.
Supposedly, if if you've never seen eels in the wild, like what I'm saying, do it.
Uh-huh.
Then from what they're saying is that they all go to this one spot in the sea over there, which is like the Bermuda Triangle, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying that they're having a secret orgy.
Okay.
Crazy, right?
It's different.
Can you imagine that?
Very
All the
different.
eels say, fuck it. That's how we do it.
It's very different.
It is. It is. But it is what it is. And hello to E in the house. What's going on? Hello. He says hello.
What's up?
What's going down? E. All right. Oh yeah. Well, so it looks like I think his
Oh,
name has like Arabic writing. So if you are Arabic, salam alaikum, my brother. I do know that word. And let's move on and get into some trending sports news that Jay got for us. Jay, did you? I know you got one NBA one. Did you do? Do you have any other ones, or just that one NBA
sports.
for sports? Yeah,
Um.
I know
Yeah.
we
I
have
have.
an that we could
the-
do, but I just wanted to
There's
know if you had.
two NBA ones.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead, get into the NBA. What is going on with them trends?
The Phoenix Suns got a new head coach.
The Suns, so right, dude, because the Knicks just got a new head coach, right? Or they're about to.
The Knicks don't have a head coach.
Oh, they got rid of their head coach, right?
They fired their head coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So,
The
but okay, so
Phoenix Suns
then,
have a brand new head coach.
all right. Can you explain the reasoning behind this?
They fired their coach at the end of the season. Remember?
Yeah, yeah. But do you know the reasoning? Like, why would they do such a move?
Because you need someone to coach your team.
So you're saying that the Phoenix Suns were so shitty that they needed to get rid of their head coach because they blamed everything on him and not anybody else?
It's just how it works in sports. It goes coach. It's just you take the blame if you have a shit season.
Got you.
If you can even tell, the Knicks coach had a great 3 seasons and they still fired him. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's just how it works when you're a coach. You're expendable.
In the last 3 seasons for the Knicks, was that the furthest they went this season, or like within the last 3 years, or did they get further than that?
They haven't been that far in like 25 years.
Oh, okay, so he's been getting them better and better the last 3 seasons, and after all that progress made, and maybe next season they might have actually won the championship. They just went
No,
and cut the champion.
they wouldn't have won a championship. They're not good enough.
I'm saying, but you don't think they could have picked up some pieces like by next season?
No. But I think he did a great job with the talent he had. He was a good coach.
Yeah, yeah, that is true, and they did get pretty damn far. So, you know, who knows?
So the Suns needed a
Tuesday.
new coach because they have a lot of talent and they were shit.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
got Jordan Ott. He is the new head coach of the Suns. He was the assistant with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The assistant head coach.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
so
good. He
he
gets
has
a
experience and stuff. Do you know anything about him or like the style of coaching that he does or
nope.
anything like that? No.
I know nothing. I've never even heard his name in my life.
Oh, okay.
He seems like a young cat, which is good because you have a lot of ego players on the team. They probably don't know nothing about him like I don't. And he was assistant on the Cavs, so they had a great season. So
He reminds me of like a Steve Kerr.
I don't know. I've never heard the name Jordan Knott. Steve Kerr had what? He had won 9 rings in the NBA, maybe six or no, six. I can't remember how many. He won with the Bulls, 3 with Jordan, and then he won 3 with the Spurs, I believe. So he already had a resume. I've never heard of this guy in my life. So
You know what's like if you think about it with like Steve Kerr and stuff and like the previous players who are now coaches,
yeah,
like literally what they do is because the way they were coached, they had a system in place, right? So like Phil Jackson when he was coaching Steve Kerr and that team, um, he had a triangle method that he had in place, a triangle system that he had in place, right?
Phil Jackson did. Yeah,
Yeah. So basically, now when you look at it, you have that's what they knew. The players like Steve Kerr, that's what he knew, and maybe he's not using a triangle like system for the Warriors, but I guarantee you that there is going to be parts of Phil Jackson's coaching that Steve Kerr like hybridized and is doing like in his own way and in his own perspective, you know.
what he did, he changed everything. So Steve Kerr let the Warriors. Remember, he made everything 3-point shooting. So he
Yeah.
changed everything.
Right.
Yeah, he changed all Phil Jackson's things because he didn't have the players for it.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah.
have a Jordan, didn't have a Kobe, didn't have a Shaq. Those are all pieces for a triangle. So he changed everything to the outside, which is not bad. He had Steph and Clay, so very
No,
different.
definitely. I'm just saying though that I guarantee you because I mean like that's all he knows was Phil Jackson's triangle system. You know what I mean? So
No,
yeah.
he played for the Spurs, so he knew Coach Pop's system. Coach Pop had
Okay.
a whole different system. So he won 3 championships with Mike Jordan, and then he won 3 rings with the Spurs. That's a whole nother difference. Whole
Okay.
nother team. The Spurs are
So
very so yeah.
so he might have put the two and two together and then made his own system out of those two.
He just took basically the defensive parts and then he added, hey, you know what? Let's run and gun because the more 3-point shots I put up, the more statistically I can get more. That's all he did.
Yeah, but it's working.
It did. It not now, but it did work for all those years, 2015 to like last year, maybe. Not
Do
bad.
you do you think that head coaches need to like be changing their systems all the time because other coaches or other teams, organizations, after a while, kind of like adapt to those systems and they kind of like learn from them because they're always watching a film on each other and stuff like that, you know?
No. People just need to be smart enough. If you're a head coach, okay, what's my talent? What do I have?
Right.
Let's you have to like that's why I thought the Knicks coach was solid. He didn't have his talent level
From
was okay.
CBSSports.com.
Alexa, relax.
I'm not quite
Alexa,
sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, shut up. So
Alexa,
early.
she's like, yo, I want to get into this shit.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so the Knicks head coach, yeah, he did good with the talent he had. He did really good with the talent he had.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they fired him because like I said, he brought that team to the Eastern Conference Finals. That team is yeah.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're not excellent at all.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you know what I just remember, Jay? Remember those purple LeBrons I showed you, the suede ones that you said you got a pair of, but the different color?
I just have the LeBron ones that came out. That's it. When he first came in the league in
Yeah.
'03.
So remember the ones I showed you, the different color ones, the purple suede?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So I just got a notification this morning on like StockX, like, oh, I won the bid. So I was like,
Cool.
oh damn. So I got it. So I didn't. I wanted to be exactly under 200, bro. So I got it for because you got the fees and stuff on there. So I
Yeah.
got it for 199, bro, and I bid on it because the last sale was like 200 or over
Yeah.
200. So I was like, let me bid on this a little bit cheaper, and I just waited like a week and I got it.
Good.
Yeah, man, got some new LeBrons now. I got two pairs of LeBrons.
Good.
The Brown Browns. What's your favorite pairs of shoes that you got? Who's player? Who's the player?
All my Jordans.
The Jordans. That's the most. That's the most comfortable. You think, or just the best looking, or both?
Both.
Both. The most comfortable.
I like heavy shoes though.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that likes heavy shoes, so that's why I yeah yeah I love my Jordans.
Yeah. Um. You know who has some pretty good looking shoes that a lot of people I think kind of don't know about is what's his name, KD.
They're cool. I've seen
Yeah,
them.
he got some cool shoes.
They're cool.
He's always, and he like, I always wanted like one of his shoes just because he's such a great talent. Like it's just
They're
something.
very light. His shoes are very light.
Yeah, lighter. Yeah, yeah.
That's how most shoes are nowadays, though.
Right.
All the old school shoes are heavy. Like I have all Kobe's like first shoes. Like the Hirachis, and they're all heavy. All the Hirachis were heavy.
Gotcha.
When he started making his own shoe, like the lower, like the lower ones, they were lighter.
Yeah.
But his Nike ones, the Hirachis, were so heavy, and I like that. I like heavy shoes.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. Honestly, for when I play hoops, I didn't like to wear any of those shoes playing hoops though.
Oh, really?
It's too heavy. So I like walking around in it, lifting weights in it, and yeah, like the heavy shoes. But when I'm playing, I didn't like playing in heavy shoes because obviously you got to run back and forth.
Right.
So yeah.
No, that's true. This day and age, I'm starting to see more and more people getting into the Hokas. The Hoka, have you seen that shoe?
Yeah, that's for walking. It's not for playing sports.
No, it's like they got like running. It's like more like a running shoe, trails, stuff like that.
But yeah, walking.
Walking. But yeah, I see a lot of people wearing those, and I'm just like, I think my mom was so convinced that like they're the best shoes ever, so she like bought me a pair, bro, and they were like hella hurting my feet. I felt hella bad, but I was like, Mom, I can't really wear these like that, what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not my. So many people. Yeah, I know a lot of people. A lot of older people. Oh, Hokas. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
fuck is a Hoka?
Yep.
First, they're an ugly ass shoe. Second, like, I don't know. I've never walked around in them, so I don't know.
Right.
But I have more NBA news.
Yeah, let's get into it, brother.
Next year, Team USA will play Team World in the All-Star game.
Damn. So Team USA is not trying to be Team World. We're not trying to be part of the world no more. We're just trying to be our own nation.
No, it's for the All-Star game because they like to fuck around and say, "Oh, the world team can beat the Team USA," and it's just, I don't know, it's a fucking joke. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you put all those guys together, it's not bad. You know what I mean? You would have Giannis, Jokic, Shea, like you'd have some good players on Team World.
Yeah.
Could they beat a Team USA? I don't know, but that's kind of funny that he wants to implement that in the All-Star game.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but yeah.
But
yeah, that's it. That's NBA.
All right, let's get into some MLB juice.
Yeah, MLB. Let me see.
That rhymes, brother. MLB. Let me see. Scores are here. Got to be.
Yeah, it has to. It has to load up. It was doing something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. I think it was just it was updating because that's what it does sometimes with my phone. It just updates.
Damn.
Yeah, I have no control over it. It just does it.
All right.
Yeah. So here, hold on. Let's see. That's what it does. So that's what I mean. So Apple's very like that's what I mean. That's why it's so people love apples because it does everything for you. Like I didn't like as long as so I have I have my I forgot what it's called. The really fast Wi-Fi. I forgot what it's called.
Fiber.
There you go. Yeah. So As long as all my everything's on it, it does it. It does it automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing with Apple. Like the only thing it doesn't do automatic is when you have to do like the software or what I don't know what it's called, man. It's too early for this shit. But when you have to do like the main one, like then they'll ask you, "Oh, do you want this to update at a certain time?" And we'll do it for you. It'll update it and then restart your phone for you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. So it's foolproof. Like that's why people, you don't have to do anything for it. It does everything for you.
Are you
That's why
able
people
to?
get iPhones.
Are you able to set it up in a way where it asks you beforehand if you want to update now, or it has to like do it right
No,
away?
it does it. It does it for you. That's what I'm saying. The only update that it asks is the main one, the iOS one. Oh, we'll do this for you at 4 a.m. Cool, perfect. And you have to just say yes. You're like, perfect. We'll do it tonight.
Oh, I got you.
I'm on the fiber network, so as long as it's on the fiber, it'll do it for me. Turn off my phone, restart it, done. I don't even have to do it.
So
And
like,
most people like Apple because you don't have to do that shit. I remember growing up with PCs. Oh, I got to run an antivirus. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do that. Every week I had to do that dumb shit. Once I got Apple shit, like what, back in '07, never had to do anything for my laptops, phones, nothing. No viruses, no, it does everything for you.
and that's why
Fucking awesome.
you pay a premium for that, right?
What are you talking about? It's premium. What are you?
No,
I don't know.
I'm not saying anything bad. I'm saying that because you get that extra like services, that's why Apple can charge more than like for Androids or where people
Oh,
pay.
probably, yeah. I wouldn't see why
Yeah,
because
so you're
everything's
getting a
foolproof.
premium
You don't,
product.
yeah,
Yeah,
everything's foolproof. It means it does it for you. Like it's
right.
dummy proof. Like it basically does it for you, so you don't have to. They want it to where it's very, I don't know the fucking word. It's too early. Where it's easy for you. It's convenient. Like no one complaining. Like, oh, I didn't get an update. It'll okay, cool. We'll just do it for you. Perfect.
Yeah,
So no one has to say anything.
right.
No one can fucking complain and be like, "Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't." All right, we'll do it for you. Cool, perfect.
Yep, yep.
That's what they. That's what, like you said, that's what you pay for.
Exactly.
People,
That's
people like that shit.
that's
Why?
what I'm saying.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, it makes it a lot fucking easier than be like, "Oh my god, I forgot to fucking update it." Fuck. It's fucking. Who wants to do that shit?
Yeah. So that's why, like we said, it's really good for people who like a simplified life and do not want
Yes.
to do all
Sit-
the.
the Good word. Good word. That's exactly how I usually explain it to people like like it's dummy proof, like you can't go wrong. Obviously it's never iPhones have never done me wrong. I've had one since '07,
Yeah.
all of them. So
See, for me, like I
yeah.
enjoyed Androids and that kind of stuff because I am kind of like a tech guy in the sense of like I like to get into electronics. So like you know what I mean? Like I like computers and stuff like that. Like not like super deep in, but like I can't do a lot of stuff. Like, but I definitely like to play like PC games once in a while and stuff. So I've always been a little bit more on the like tech savvy side. So I definitely like I don't mind like Androids and stuff because I like if you know how to operate like electronics pretty well and go pretty deep into it or like not super deep but like deep enough, you can do a lot of cool stuff that you can't do with Apple, but it's not worth it if you like are not tech savvy whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like you got to be somewhat tech savvy to be able to enjoy an Android product.
Hmm.
So it's definitely a lot of people who like, oh, I don't want Apple, like I'm going to get Android, and they get Android and then they hate them because they're super complicated as opposed to Apple. So it's definitely not for everybody.
I totally get it, bro.
Yeah, but one thing that Apple does have right, and they've always been have been able to be ahead of the competition because of it, is their camera system and their chipset, because they always have like this newest best chip processor like for their phones that's
Oh,
much faster than everything else on the market. and nobody has been able to keep up with that. And then their camera system on their phones. So like that's like literally the two things that most people care about, and they have that under wraps. You know.
Good. Good.
Yeah. All right. Are you updated there, friend?
It's been updated. I told
we
you.
good then.
I
All
don't.
right.
I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. It did it for me, and then once it was done, it just pulled up.
Perfect. Let's get into them MLB games. What's going on there?
So the Rockies and Marlins. The Rockies are up 3-2 in the ninth. You got the Brewers and Reds. The Brewers are up 5-1 in the seventh. And you got the Angels and Red Sox. The Angels are up 7-5 in the third. Those are the only current games right now. There's a lot other games coming though today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Any notable games that you're gonna like look forward to?
Giants Padres. That'll be cool.
Nice. Another one.
Athletics Twins will be cool. Mets Dodgers. Basically all the West Coast games that we usually do at night.
Well, do you
Those
think
will be cool.
those will be the most interesting ones today?
The what?
The most interesting ones today?
Yeah, why not? And then but that's not the big games today. It's NHL. Remember they start today, right?
Yeah.
Or what day is today? Is today Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Stanley Cup starts today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the big one today, and then tomorrow the NBA playoff or the NBA finals start.
What's it's Oilers, which is they're from Edmonton, right?
Yeah, against Florida Panthers.
I think it's the Florida Panthers. And then I think we found out where the Panthers are from, right? They're like Sarasota area, somewhere over there, like
I don't know, Florida, somewhere in Florida.
Yeah, somewhere's like over there, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of interesting, man. Do you feel like over the year, have you ever like over the years been like, you know what, let me try out hockey one time and just like said screw it and watch the game and see if you got into it at all or not?
Nope.
Never? You never tried?
Nope. I watched the Mighty Ducks. That's about it.
I wonder why that is though, because like, is it because it's boring, or is it because it does have like its fights, it does have like pretty cool stuff in hockey? So why are you not attracted to hockey as you are? You are an athletic person and you love sports. Why not hockey?
I haven't played ice hockey. I like it. I love the Mighty. I told you I grew up on the Mighty Ducks. I'm not Canadian.
Also, you don't think it's an American sport? That's why.
No, I just playing it and watching it is two different things.
Gotcha.
Like, so it was I don't know. Hockey's just I've never watched a full game. I've never been to one in person either. I was told I should have gone to Sharks games by many different people. Like, oh, you should go check out a Sharks game. I don't have a fucking Sharks jersey, so I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I've never rolled to a hockey game. If I want to go to a hockey game, I'm gonna go in Canada. I want to check it out to where it's like, like, oh, okay, this is the real deal. Or even like, like even the Vegas Knights, I know they were good the past few years. They won the Stanley Cup, So I'd go to Vegas, check out a hockey game. But
one of the funnest games you're gonna be in one of these days when I take you is when we're in Poland. I'm gonna take you to like a soccer match, but when it's like city versus city, you know what I mean? Like when it's that local shit, like bro, you're gonna love.
I've heard. I've had guests throughout the years in my Airbnb, and I swear, man, they are so about their fucking soccer and we're talking all the different countries there. Yeah. That's like like you said, they watch their particular city against, and I'm like the stadiums aren't even that big, but they're like, I'm like, wow,
it's on a whole other level, bro. It's basically like if you were going to the Oakland Stadium,
like if you're watching football, right?
Yeah,
like here, American, like when we watch football here, right?
Yeah, but like certain stadiums that you are like, I don't want to know, I don't know about going to this game. Like, so like, yeah, basically you go to like city games like that, bro. You're like going into like an Oakland stadium.
Right.
You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't be like, if it's not your city's team. It's kind of weird how it is, and especially in Poland, like you'll have certain soccer clubs that are cool with each other from the different cities, but there's some that are like so rivals that like if the other like you cannot walk through that city sporting that other like clubs jerseys. You know what I mean? Like because the people like you will get jump type shit, so you can't like there's certain codes of ethics that you have to follow, and you have to know like is this city cool with this city so I can wear this like if I'm from here. You're basically representing where you're from. You know what I'm saying?
That's hella funny. No, that's a trip. That's kind of cool though.
So most of my family they're from a city called Poznań in Poland, but
Okay.
I'm from a city called Gdynia, which is on the Baltic. So for my soccer club, it's this team called Arka Gdynia, and I'm always sporting their stuff when I'm in Poland.
Is there certain colors or something? Like
so our colors are blue and yellow.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And all my other family, so my family that's in Poznań, I went to go visit them, and then we decided to go to a match, and I was sporting all my shit, bro. But I was able to because their cities are really cool with each other, and the clubs are cool. So, but it was crazy because I remember we were, and they get so down over there, bro, that I remember like I was sitting with my fam. We were like at this restaurant over there in Poznań, right? And this was during the day of the match, or no, the night before the match was supposed to happen. And I remember that, like, I remember these 5 like bald-headed, big-ass dudes just come into like the city square, and they're chanting like the song of my city's club, like all in their colors and stuff. Like, bro, like it was some crazy shit, dog. Like I never experienced stuff like that before, you know. And I knew it was serious and crazy, but luckily, like they were able to do that because the other team and the city has respect for that team. So if it wasn't like that though, if they didn't have that respect, then those guys would not have been able to do that without.
They would have been mollywopped by everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why that city like let them do that. But my city, my club, Arka Gdynia, the club that I'm from, like the city I'm from, they always been known to be super like violent, and we definitely used to always get into like fights and shit. Like I have a whole video I can show one day.
Oh
Maybe
my god, that's crazy.
For Effort Friday this week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up an old school ass video, bro, of like my soccer club because it's all hooligans over there. So it'll be like 20 dudes from my soccer club again in my city, and this other club from a different city, they challenged my city, and then it was like a 20-on-20 bash, and they all fucked each other up, you know.
What do you mean, like a fight?
Yeah, like they just went 20-on-20 from each city, like, you know what I mean. But they came to our city, so we had to represent, and you'll see at the end of the video how my city, how we are, bro, and how we just whoop ass. I'll show you on Friday.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of crazy.
Hell yeah.
Sounds fun though.
It is very fun.
Sounds fun.
Fun times. All right. Well, that was our NHL. What is going to happen since Stanley Cup is starting? And that is our sports segment for today. Let us move on and get into our trending topics for the day. Let's see what is going on. Let me pull up some of the very latest, and not greatest. This is actually really bad what I just found for you guys. Let me pull it up. So, Jay, I don't know if you know this, but it says that our new FBI director, Kash Patel, he found out that Chinese nationalists were smuggling agro-terrorism agent into U.S. and he caught him, and they were charged for smuggling it.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a weapon. I guess it's like some kind of virus or something, bro.
Okay.
So this is what it says. It says that Kash Patel found out about 2 guys that were two Chinese nationals who were charged Tuesday with allegedly smuggling a dangerous biological pathogen into the U.S. to study at the University of Michigan laboratory.
Oh, good job, Cash.
Isn't that crazy?
He's doing his job.
And then it goes into the politics of it that This is a reminder that the Chinese Communist Party deploy operatives and researchers to infiltrate our institutions and target our. What you think? What you think? You think that they're doing that? That they're working for like the Chinese government, bro? When they do shit like that,
Of course.
that's crazy, bro.
There's always plants from other countries here. It's what they do. How else do you get information?
And that's kind of scary if you think about it, because I don't think it would be so hard to like put a virus into something and bring it. I'm surprised that they were catch him. You know what I mean?
He's doing his job.
Well, that's great. I'm super happy for that. You know?
It's what he's supposed to do.
Right. That's pretty cool. Pretty
I
cool.
know. He's on it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, we can't be having that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, yeah, like I mean, what happened after COVID? I think everything is on like more higher alert now, and we do not want to see something like that happening again.
Obviously.
Yeah. All right, let us move on and get into. Let's see what we got. We got some gaming news by Jay, which is pretty surprising, but it's the one game he really loves. So he wants to report on.
Yeah, I don't usually report on gaming, but we were talking about it the other day, remember?
All right.
You said you wanted all the smoke, and I said, dude, we could run up some Madden right now. I haven't touched a controller in years, and I'll still beat your ass. So if you want to, you could have all the smoke, 8, 14, 25 when Madden 26 drops.
Remember, I had preconditioned terms.
There's no preconditioned terms. It's not even for, that's when it drops 8, 14, 25, but right before the season starts, the new season. But yeah, we could play any Madden. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Oh,
Yeah, any Madden. We could play it anytime. We could stream it so people could see me beat your ass in it, and people will be like, "Oh shit!" I'd be like, "Dude, I haven't picked up a controller literally in like many years."
yeah.
Be too easy. Too easy.
Exactly.
But yeah, so Madden 26 drops on in August, of course.
August?
My month. Yeah, 8/14.
No, they're smart. They're doing it right before the whole season starts.
Thank you. Yes. That's the whole point.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, that's why it's smart to drop it then. Why? Best time. Oh shit, football's gonna start. You want to get the new Madden, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Are you picking it up or what?
Dude, I haven't. What are you talking about? I haven't fucking had Madden in how long? I haven't played video games in years.
How you trying to play me if I'm having Madden 26 that I'm playing and you still on Madden 29?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter what Madden I play, I'll beat your ass, and I can stream it too. That's what I mean. All the Maddens are the same. As long as you know football, it's very simple to play Madden. Nothing changes. The playbooks change. They get a little more intricate. That's it. But as long as you can play against someone and be like, oh, I know what they're running. That's all you got to do. I know what they're running. That's it.
What is the last year Madden that you have?
I don't. It's on the whatever it's called, the EA Pass. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the EA Pass, so you can play the newest ones.
I could play any Madden. Yeah.
I got you.
I don't have time to play video games, but like I said, anytime you want smoke, easy. Okay. It'll probably take so long to. I haven't updated my Xbox in 5 years.
Gotcha.
It would take how long to update? Probably a day because there's probably so many things. But yeah, anytime you want to smoke, because I know you play video games, I could play.
Okay.
Yep. Easy.
But I know you ain't ready to do that for the NBA game.
Nope.
Exactly.
See, the difference with NBA is that it does change. The gameplay changes. See, with Madden, like I said, as long as you know what someone's running in Madden, it's very simple. And as long as you know when you're on offense how to read defense, it's very easy to audible. Simple.
And this is what I'm talking about. You're an Apple head. I'm an Android head. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Why is this exactly what you're talking about? Why? Explain. I
Because
don't
it
get
goes,
it.
because I love my NBA game. You love your Madden game. NBA, you can't predict so easily things. Madden is a much simplified, easier
Not
sport
at
to
all.
be able to do that.
Totally opposite. See, that's where you go wrong. Madden is way harder to play than NBA.
Oh, to play,
Way
yes,
harder.
but I'm saying if you know what you're doing, it's much easier to read what
Oh
the
yeah,
other people
of
are doing.
course, of
That's what I'm
course, of
saying.
course. Because
So
it's like you said, it's predictable.
so
There's only so many things you can do in football. Like
yeah,
you can, if you're especially if you're playing against somebody, you could see if they're he's going to be running this play unless they're really good at audible.
right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? If they're good at audibling, then yeah, then it'd be like, okay, they disguise that, which is good. But
Guess what? Guess what?
what?
The light bulb just turned on. The light bulb just turned on. Ding ding.
What light bulb?
I'm about to practice my audibles, brother.
Well, you can practice your audibles all you want,
You
bro.
just gave me your kryptonite for
Oh yeah.
NFL. But this, dude, you know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. I already know what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna get hella good. I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then you're never gonna want to play me again. You're gonna take it out on me at the gym. You're gonna make me do some crazy shit. I'm gonna pull something, and then on top of that, you're never gonna play me again, bro. I already know what's gonna happen. I have to let you win.
Not at all, bro. It's different in football, bro.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get mad because I remember in the NBA, the couple times we played, and then I don't think now we haven't played in so long. Jay, what happened, bro?
We
Like,
haven't.
having fun times, man.
Yeah, they were good times.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were good times. I just, like I said, I don't really have the time to be doing that.
nah, I got you. I got you.
You know,
It's all good. It's all good.
the difference with Madden games is that if playing, that's like an hour.
Yeah,
That's an hour-long
I'll
game.
check it out, bro. I'll wait till we retired and we balling and we ain't got to worry about life. And
Okay.
I'll be in the Philippines in my retired pad, and you're gonna be where you're gonna be on your island.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll have fiber, and
And I'll have many.
I'm gonna be hitting you up after our show. I'm gonna be like, all right, let's fucking do this, and we'll be
That's
playing
fine.
our
We'll
I'll
even.
be like
I told you we could stream it.
Madden. Yeah. Hey, it'll be like Madden 2030 or something.
Yeah, it'll be. That's perfect. Because 2030 is the dog year. That's
That's what
balling
I'm
year.
saying, bro. That's
It's
what we do.
balling year, right, bud?
We
It's
got 5 years.
balling.
We got 5 years till retirement, so
Yeah, that's too
Yeah,
easy. That's too easy.
exactly.
But it still won't change because I'm still gonna run you in it.
Right.
Like I said, the playbooks just get a little more like, oh, there's more plays, but as long as you know what you're doing, simple.
Right.
Too easy. Good boy.
We shall see. We shall see.
Um, like I said, man, I've been playing it too long. Just because I haven't played it in years, it doesn't, nothing really changes, like I told you.
No, I know. All right. Let us move on. I want to get into something that Jay, I know you kind of were thinking about it yesterday, but you just couldn't do it, and I decided to say screw it and do it.
Do what?
Get into it, brother. Get into this trending topic that's still trending today. I decided.
Oh, what is it?
So, for everybody that didn't know, the Navy ship USNS Harvey Milk to be renamed as part of Pentagon's warrior culture shift. So it looks like the Pentagon is in a warrior culture shift, and they're trying to pertain to today's mass population of needy, very emo personalities of the young people. So yeah, we are starting off by renaming our military fleets to people that have been known to be like either gay or lesbian. I'm not saying it in any kind of mean way or nothing. That's just I'm just reading the trending news what it is. So yeah, it says that that Defensive Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered the renaming of the U.S. Navy ship named after San Francisco gay rights activist Harvey Milk. The news outlet military first reported on a memorandum issued by the Office of the Secretary of the Navy rolling out plans to rename the oiler USNS Harvey Milk. So, yeah, I just
So
wanted
they are
to...
renaming it. They are renaming it.
Was that?
They are renaming it, or they aren't?
It says that they are.
Okay, so they are. All right.
Okay. But so now they're renaming it. So it was the USNS Harvey Milk.
Yeah, so they're renaming it. That's what I'm saying.
They're renaming it. So I got my stuff backwards then. I'm actually... Everything I said, just reverse that.
I'm the tired one. Jesus. Fuck. That's hella funny.
So let me say, my apologies. All the if you are gay or lesbian, you had it your way, and now it's not going your way. So you might actually be hurt about this. Sorry, guys.
So they are renaming it.
They're renaming it, so it's going to be something else now. It doesn't even say what it's going to be. So damn, dude, that's screwed up, man. Harvey Milk, he was a known activist in the 70s for San Francisco, and then he got murdered, brother. That's all bad, dude.
That's what happens when you mess with 16-year-olds.
I mean, he was a human rights leader.
Yeah, but he was also messing with a 16-year-old at the time. Did you forget?
Oh, was he?
Well, the person turned 17, but yeah.
But you're talking about like a male on male, like he wasn't messing with a female.
No. Does that make it any different?
Right? How old was he?
35? I don't know.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, bro. He should be on Chris Hansen Predator show.
That's what I'm saying. There you go. That's why he gets a lot of flack for that, bro. And SF at that time was very different. So, right. Yeah, man.
Screw that guy then, bro. I'm not talking about him one more second.
Oh, fuck. It's just hella funny, dude. But yeah, man. But yeah. So, I wasn't going to report on that. But yeah, you did.
I had to do it. It was still trending. So
it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yeah. Let's move on and get into somewhat of up and coming movie celebrity news. We got Jay reporting on the new movie and the trailer coming out.
Fantastic Four. First steps. The trailer has been released.
Okay.
So, yeah. The movie, I don't know. I've always liked the Fantastic Four movies. So should be interesting. You know what I mean? That's a movie I would definitely want to see in 4DX for sure. Because it's a Fantastic Four. You know, I don't know who's in it or anything. I just saw it was trending. So I don't know the actors or actresses in it, but that's a movie I would definitely see in 4DX, so I'm sure.
So for Average Day Joes, shout out to the 10 people watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. But should we go over the trailer?
Yeah, we should. You see the difference between morning and night, though.
But it was fluctuating. It's 10 right now, but we had a little bit more before.
No, I'm just saying, man. Obviously, today's a different day, but this is why we're on at night.
8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Don't forget to catch us.
Hell yeah. But yeah, not tonight. Today's a different story, you know what I mean?
And on top of that, once the replay gang joins, for the people that do watch at night, I got a feeling we actually might be higher in numbers total for the whole thing. Tomorrow we will find out about that.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see about 6 o'clock. Yeah, I want to see how many we're on today. It's very important. So we will see.
We shall see.
For sure. I am waking up though, so this is a good sign.
No, I can tell that.
It's only taking a couple hours, but it's okay.
Nah, yeah, we moving on. I told you we're gonna wake you up by the end of the show. You're gonna be laughing and bro, I predicted this already, dog. I knew this was coming.
Yes, I know.
We get. Let us get into the trailer, though, of the new trailer.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see what it's about.
I'm pumped. Let's see it.
All right, let's do it.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four! Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt. Are we safe? I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
I don't. A lot of the so obviously I'm used to the I got to get used to the actors and actresses. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like Vanessa Kirby though. She's cool. She's been in some cool films. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I understand why they chose her for Sue Storm.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I grew up in the Jessica Alba one, so it's like fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get it. I get why they chose her. But the other people, I'm like, I'm like, huh?
Right.
So I need to see. I don't know them too well, so I have to watch the movie and figure it out. But I mean, I could see where they're going with it. Obviously I've watched the Fantastic Four, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right.
should be interesting.
It should be. Should be.
I don't know why they chose. It looked like that was a chick for Silver Surfer though. I was very confused.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Fantastic Four, so I'm not sure.
What do you mean you don't? Oh, you don't know? You've never seen it?
Mm-mm.
You never saw the ones with Jessica Alba?
Nope.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, man.
The hell's wrong with you?
Just never got a chance.
Fucking crazy. Those were good too.
It's just like
You never saw the
right now.
comics? You never
Nah.
read the comics?
Nah, bro.
Oh, okay. It's weird.
Yeah,
You're not into that stuff, clearly. Wow.
not really. Not really like a DC.
Oh, so you could literally watch this and have no bias. See, that's what I mean. I watched the other ones. Obviously, I read the comics when I was a kid, but like I said, watching the Jessica Alba ones, it was like, oh, these ones are dope. I even had to get used to so they remade it again with like, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan and like Kate Mara and a couple other people. They remade it, and I was like, I still like the original cast, you know? But now they're remaking it again, you know? And like I said, I like Vanessa Kirby. She's cool. But I don't know the other people now. Now I got to see if I could get used to this one.
I did see Black Panther when it came out.
Oh, okay. It's not
That's part of it.
not
not
really,
part of it?
no.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, no, but it's weird because it looked like that was a girl as the Silver Surfer. That's weird because Silver Surfer is usually a dude. So that was kind of different. I was like, why is it a girl? It looked like a girl, at least. I don't know, maybe it wasn't a girl, but it looked like a girl. So
I mean,
that kind of
looked like a girl, but it wasn't a girl. That would make total sense to me in this day and age.
and that's what I mean in this day. I don't know why they would make the Silver Surfer a girl though. Like, why would it be a girl? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not. They wouldn't identify as a girl, bro.
What?
They wouldn't identify as a girl.
Well,
You would hurt their feelings if you call them a female.
oh yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So you got to be careful where you're treading, my friend. That's dangerous waters.
It's way too early for this conversation. I was like, what the hell is she talking, or what the hell is he talking about?
But no, dude, you could totally tell it was a girl, bro. Like
That's what I'm saying. But it wouldn't make sense because the Silver Surfer is a guy. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you the Silver Surfer is a guy.
Yeah, they're changing it up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense because Silver Surfer is a guy. His name is Norin.
I know. But in baseball terms, it does make sense. It's called a changeup, like pitching.
Yeah, I get it. They're portraying it as a girl, but what are you changing the name of Silver Surfer?
I'll give you another good term. We call them transformers. Movie terms.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
But the Silver Surfer cannot be a woman. Do you get what I mean by this?
That's what this is. Now we're going back to the first square where they would not ever identify as a woman, even if it looked like a woman. They would not identify as a woman.
So you're telling me the woman or whatever we just saw, the guy's name is Norin, and the Silver Surfer is like a girl, but not identified.
No, it looks like a girl, but it's not identifying as a girl.
Yeah, that is weird to me because you're changing Marvel basically, the character.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
understand?
that's like when me and you go to the gym, we always used to see two emo people. Now we only see one emo person for certain reasons.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, but this is changing an actual comic character. That doesn't make any sense to me, to change Marvel's character. You see what I mean? Like, what we see in everyday life, okay, whatever. People can do what they want, but you're changing the actual character. That's weird to me.
They did that in Terminator too.
Which one?
Terminator.
Which one? Not the ones I've seen.
Yeah.
What?
Terminator 2.
What are you talking about?
The liquid metal dude.
Yeah, he was still a dude.
Sometimes he could change. I seen him as other females before.
No, he could change to anything. It wasn't just female. He changed
That's
to the
exactly
floor.
What I'm saying, they were already implementing this way ahead of time, bro. This was subconsciously being planted into the youth's minds from the 90s already, bro.
No, he could change to the floor.
Yeah, I mean, bro, people identify this day and age as cats, as floors, whatever the hell they want to identify as, they can identify as.
No, we're not talking about identifying. We're talking about changing an actual character.
Yeah.
Like, these are actual characters. You're changing a character.
But if the name is the same, it doesn't make a difference.
Yes, it does make a difference. The Silver Surfer is a guy named Norin. A guy.
Yeah, so what about James Bond? They have to change it every few years because the other James Bond croaks, or you know what I mean? gets too old to play that role, so they have to change the James Bond every few years.
To
right?
a guy, right? Is there a girl James Bond? Thank you.
Just
That's
because,
my whole point.
Just because it's
That's
a British, it's
Thank
just because it's
you. That was my point. It's always a guy.
In America, we do things differently than in Europe. We have unbanned poisons in our food system that we do not, control, and Europe does. Our brains are not working the same. We are not the same.
What I'm saying is that you don't just go and change characters.
Yeah.
If you wanted a girl to play something else, pick someone else. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
It's not like they'd be like, hey, Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby playing Jessica Alba's part. Hey, you know what? Let's make that Ryan Gosling. Be like, huh? Sue Storm is now a guy? You understand? No, you don't do that. You see what I mean?
I think Ryan Seacrest will be a better pick for that one.
No, I'm just telling you, you don't do that. That's weird.
But it happens.
No, it doesn't happen.
It just happened.
Yes, I know, which is why my question, and probably other people are like, is that the Silver Surfer? That's what I'm saying.
I think when we go live at the gym after the show, we should just take it out on the weights today about this whole episode that we're doing.
Sure.
This whole talk. You know what I'm saying? I remember, the other day when we were in Matteo at nighttime.
Yeah.
When we were doing, when we were talking to everybody,
Yeah.
Did you notice the one dude that was doing when we were doing the Arnold press? Did you notice the one dude that was right next to us who freaking had open toes sandals, barefoot, like he was like just chilling there, like doing his thing barefoot, and you were walking like right next to him with your 120 pounders, and I'm just like, damn, if one of those slipped out of your hand, and this fool has these like little tiny sandals on, like he's like barefoot. Can you imagine? You know what I'm saying? Or if it's just like remember when I was doing my weights that one day and then I put it down and that shit just like freaking bounced and like right over to you and you like had to jump out of the way. Can you imagine if this dude like that happened and your 120 pounds like landed on his freaking toe somehow, bro?
Well, the funny part about that is that 24 wouldn't be in trouble. I wouldn't be in trouble. That guy would eat it. Why? Because you're not allowed to wear open toe sandals. And I didn't even know. Bro. I didn't know this. I had no idea.
Oh, you didn't notice? Yeah, bro.
I don't look at.
Bro,
that's just
I
gross
was
to me.
so close because we were recording that day. Our we were doing our gym session. We were recording it, and I was so close to just kind of like turning the camera angle a little bit to show everybody. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to put this guy on blast. I don't want to get sued. I didn't go the Borat route and get my lawyers to sign any kind of agreements.
You didn't tell me. I'm glad you didn't tell me because I would have been laughing doing my 120-pound dumbbell set.
Right.
I didn't see any of that.
Funny. That shit was funny. Anyway, let's move on. I do have some kind of important news to share if you are in the Kansas City area. So this is trending, and I think it is happening right now. But if you're in Kansas City, you need to be careful. Emergency sirens. I guess they had tornado emergency siren tests scheduled through the whole city. So be careful and do not think that there is a tornado happening because it's just a test. It's a protocol they have to do. It says the test traditionally takes place on the first Wednesday of every month, weather permitting. So yeah, guys, don't panic and do not get all scared. It says, it says on Tuesday afternoon, there was actually severe storms and a potential tornado touched ground in areas across either side of the state in Kansas City. But Wednesday now they're testing everything. So this is not going to be nothing to do with that, guys. So yeah, just be careful with that and do not worry. It is tests, not the real deal. That was my little weather spiel. I have to get into it. But let us move on and get into Jay's movie of the day. Looks like you are watching The Breakup.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. We'll talk about that in a second, though. So I had to look this shit up, man, because obviously I'm waking up. So IGN, which is a known site, they're like, how can the Silver Surfer be a woman? So they explained to me exactly what happened. So basically, it's not the Silver Surfer. So yeah, so basically, the Silver Surfer back in '99 had an encounter and obviously had a lover. So basically, they're interpreting this person as the lover of the Silver Surfer, which is good. So I was like, see, it wasn't just me. That people raised the same question, like, how can the Silver Surfer, which is Norrin, a man, be a woman? So basically, they brought it back to the comic in '99 that so he had a love, and he wasn't able to come in this movie. It's his lover that came.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so I was like, see, I needed closure here because that made no sense. You don't just go and change characters. So so the name of the Silver Surfer is not Norrin, it's Shalabal. And they even have the comic here to prove it. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's kind of cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's cool. So it's so she's the one, they're using her instead of him, which is fine. Because now there's a whole, that's what I mean. See, there's a whole plot behind it of that is the explanation I needed. And everyone else out there apparently, because this is big news. It wasn't just me. Like, that's one of the most, like, I looked it up. I was like, Silver Surfer, and then it's like that popped right up. Like, no. You know,
right?
That's the number. That was the number one question. Like, hold on, what? Because you can't just change things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly. Yo. Sorry, guys. Looks like we just lost Jay for a second there. Hopefully, he will get back on. I don't know. Maybe his phone is updating again. Apple problems. Nothing we could do. Maybe it's not even Apple. I do not know. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway, we were talking about the movie of the day, and now I guess what I can do is I'll go over the crypto news with you guys since we don't have the movie of the day right now. Oh, there we go. You back.
My bad.
Can you hear us?
My bad. Daytime problems, random calls. I was trying to exit it and I ended up fucking picking it up by accident. I was like,
oh, really?
I'm not fully awake, so I'm trying to fucking figure out how to. And I was like, what the fuck? It's okay though. I'm back here, so it's fine.
You're back. I was about to start going into the crypto, so we get.
What are you talking about? We're supposed to do the. Fuck. Hold on, I'm pressing buttons here. Hold on.
In the city of Compton, we keep it rocking.
Yeah.
We keep it rocking.
Hold on.
You gotta hold on, keep it strong, cause my boy Jay pressing buttons all day.
Yes.
But he don't game anyway, cause
No.
he don't play. Cause I smoke him in the NBA, then he'll whoop me in NFL every day.
Hold on, man. All right.
The buttons, man. It's Apple problems, brother. The buttons.
No, not at all.
See, that's why this is where I think it's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's Android is the best way, brother.
Never.
Best way.
What would the buttons have to do with Apple?
No, I don't know. I'm just talking.
No,
I'm just keeping it going, keeping it flowing.
Yeah. All right.
You know
Cool.
how we rolling.
Yeah.
So this guy's it's hella funny because this guy's hella reminds me of me, bro. Like some of the stuff he does.
Who, Vince Vaughn?
Yeah, he's like playing Grand Theft Auto right now. His wife's all trying to like talk to him and shit. He's like,
He doesn't have a wife. That's his girl.
or his girl. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. Funny,
So what is the movie about?
It's about this. It's about this guy and his girl, Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. they're basically he met her at a baseball game. They started dating, so and then after a few years, they they pretty much get sick of each other because when you move in together, little idiosyncrasies about each other piss you off. And then he's like, okay, what I think you should do is move out and then pay me for what I've done here. She's like, no, we bought this place together. And then and he's like, no, you should move out. And she's like, I'm not moving out. So they end up living together in this condo in Chicago, and they have to split it somehow. And these people just can't stand each other, right? So he starts throwing parties, puts a pool table in there. Then she invites her brother over he starts singing in their room, and basically just all hell just breaks loose, right?
Right.
And then she starts having certain dates with certain guys, and then like I said, they just go back and forth of just, it's funny. It's hella funny, but it's hella like real, because I think everyone has been through shit like this.
For sure.
When you date someone and then you just dude, you just people just, when you break up, dude. Just fucking learn. It's really not hard. Just life goes on, and then in real life and even in movies sometimes, if it's meant to be, it'll come back. It's just how it works, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, because towards the end of the movie, remember, she goes on her trip for a couple of years, and then she comes back. They meet each other, and it's a different time in life. He understands more. She understands more. And but yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I think we've all lived it too, because I felt like this before when I've lived with someone. And it's not like I lived with them permanently. It's just they were over so much that it was just like, oh my God, dude, just leave, please.
Mm-hmm. That's how it happens.
But it's a great movie. Great movie. Hella funny.
Representing the Polish flag. I love it. I love it. I got that flag too.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, yeah. Remember, he's like, I have some He's like, he was telling her, I have Polacks that will just fuck someone up. They, that don't care. They don't care about life.
Exactly.
It's a fucking great movie. Great movie. But yeah, him and his brothers own a touring thing, which is awesome. So they're focused on trying to do tourism by land, sea, and air.
Right.
Which is kind of cool.
For sure.
So yeah.
What do you rate the movie 1 to 10?
I'll go 8.
8?
Yeah, it's a great movie, but it's not something I would watch all the time. I'd watch it one time, maybe a few years later, watch it again. Hella funny, but it's not something I would always watch. But I think it's hilarious. I like Vince Vaughn. So
yeah, me too.
Funny ass movie. Jennifer Aniston's cool too, so really funny.
Right. I think we actually did an F Friday episode of this movie with Jennifer Aniston's booty.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
All right. And I guess we're doing Vince Vaughn movies?
We can do Vince Vaughn. Yeah, he has hella movies, so that's cool.
Cool. What is your favorite Vince Vaughn movie?
Fuck.
I never heard of that movie.
That's a tough one because I gotta fuck, man. Yeah, so many movies. Fuck. My favorite Vince Vaughn one.
It's a tough one.
It is, because he has a fucking catalog, dude. I'm gonna go with
catalog. He plays great. He's plays good in all of them,
Well, that's what I mean. He always has good parts, man. I'm gonna go with Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. And he was lead in that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He played a really good role in that,
Dude. What's your underrated movie of his favorite?
I'm gonna go with 2. I'm gonna go with two underrateds. I'm gonna go with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He played a good part in that. You probably don't remember, but he played a good part in that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, you do remember that. And I'm gonna go with also Rudy, because I know you didn't know he was in that.
I didn't.
He looked so young in Rudy. He was like a backup quarterback,
Yeah.
a cocky one, and Rudy ended up getting them kicked off the squad
Yeah.
for being hella cocky. But
Right,
he looked
right.
like a young ass kid in that, dude. People don't even know Vince Vaughn was in that.
Oh, I know.
Shit was hella funny because you look at him and was like, damn, that's Vince Vaughn. What the fuck?
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with those, man. He has hella good movies though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But those are the ones I'm going with just because I'm in that mood.
that is true, my friend. And for me, let's see here. My favorite movie of Vince Vaughn, I would have to go with. I'm gonna go with two, like you, because there's two that I really like, and one of them would be Wedding Crashers.
I already knew
Definitely.
it. We knew that
Yeah.
one. That's a great one.
And my other favorite movie of his is Old School.
Yeah,
Old
I
School.
knew that one too.
Yeah, Old School would be my favorite, and then Wedding Crashers would be like number two of his.
I knew that.
As far as underrated, I'm gonna have to go with one that you probably never seen, Jay, but a lot of people love it, and it is called Into the Wild, based on a true story. You have a guy who's going to Alaska. Vince Vaughn does not have the main part. I think he's like the father of the guy or something, from what I remember. But that's underrated. That's why a lot of people probably don't know he's in that one either.
I didn't know he was in there.
Have you seen that movie?
No, I never heard of it.
It's a really great movie, bro. It's like based on a true story about this kid who kind of just had enough of his parents' bullshit, you know.
I don't know.
So he decides to like explore the world on his own type shit and make it to Alaska. Like his dream was to like live in Alaska, you know, like in the wild.
Fuck yeah.
So it just portrays his whole like trip up from, I forgot where he was from, but like I think it was like somewhere like on the East Coast or something. And then he made it all the way up to Alaska, and it just portrays the whole journey, because I think he like hitchhiked and stuff, you know what I mean, to get there.
Holy
Because
shit.
his car like died on him or something. So really great movie though, bro. Like really great movie, and it was based on a true story. Yeah, and I'm not going to spoil anything else for you, but I definitely would recommend watching it.
Hell yeah. Alaska for sure.
Alaska, brother. Let's move on and let's get into these crypto. Let's see what's happening in these markets, man. I know right now it is live. Everything is moving. Let's see what we doing with these live movements. Right now, we have Bitcoin sitting at 105.21. It is down 1.23%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, sitting at 2,626 currently. It is down 0.2%. Your fear and greed index is right in that neutral at 57, on the cusp of greed, but it is still there. Looks like as of right now, the markets are still kind of not knowing what to do. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.31 trillion. We had a little dip, and now we are getting back into it again. So it is down 0.73%. And it looks like, yeah, there's a little bit of people taking profits. It will come back. Your top 5 trending coins. Number 1, we got Dego, DEGO. That one is down 48%. Number 2, we got TRB. That one is up 22%. Number 3, we got Puffer. That one is down 7%. Number 4, we got Anime, which is up 12%. Number 5, we got ApeCoin. That one is up 3%, 3.4%. As far as your top 5 gainers, we got number 1, Black Angus. That one is up 1,700%. Number 2, we got Coinstar. That one is up 1,600%. Number 3, we got Snowy Owl. That one is up 1,100%. Number 4, we got Book of Meme 3.0. That one is up 541%. And number 5, we got Grok. That one is up 416%. As far as notable top 100 mentions, number 24, we got Purification or Fur. That one is up 251%. At number 36, we got Bolt, which is up 111%. And then number 57, we got Giggles. That one is up 46%. Number 72, we got Moon Chain. That one is up 44%. At number 88, we got Farm. That one is up 26%. And at sitting number 100 today, we got Mixie, Mixie. That one is up 23% today. And that is your crypto news. Moving on, let us move on into today's horoscopes. Actually, this is for tomorrow.
Yep.
So for tomorrow's horoscopes of the day, because we gave you today's on yesterday's show last night. So this is going to be for June 5th, 2025. And as always, we do start with the first house of the zodiac. So this is going to be starting with Aries, which is also my sign. Let us get into Aries for tomorrow. Do away with the need to rationalize it all. Tomorrow might find your spirit trying to order every iota and thereby make sense of any emotion. Yet peace can arise if you simply let things be. Some moments are not meant to be solved, they are meant to be lived through. Then we got Taurus. You might reconnect to an almost long-lost self. Tomorrow brings a tenderness of excitement as an old passion or habit or feeling returns to you. It might be a memory, a sound, a scent, even just a whisper in your heart. Let it in with love. You are not going backwards. You are remembering who you truly are. We got Gemini. Joy might occur when you cease trying to impress others. Ditch the forced charm tomorrow and just be yourself. Genuine happiness will find its way to you when you stop chasing after it. Your natural charisma shines the brightest when it is freely flowing and not being forced. Cancer, rest does not retreat. A slow day might very well for you tomorrow. Do not consider it as a weakness. It is a step toward healing. You give so much to others, however, your soul needs care. Try taking some quiet time. You would not feel guilty about it. Breathe, pause, and feel. Then we got Leo, which is J sign. An ending can seem like a blessing. Maybe something was meant to end in a natural way tomorrow. At first, it may seem too emotional, but soon the feeling of release will keep its hold over you. This newly created space is anything but empty. It is sacred. Have faith that as something leaves, it makes space for something better. Then we got our Virgo. Be open to unexpected feelings. Tomorrow may stir something inside you for which you are unprepared, but it will come to mentor, not muddle you. For once, just allow yourself to be. Don't rush to explain every last thing. It could be that this experience opened a new part of you that you have long forgotten, an ounce of softness or a bit of spark. Then we got Libra. Your courage might operate subtly and quietly tomorrow. You may not face any loud challenge, but through handling small things, your quiet strength will be clear. Whether it's refusing to say anything softly, picking up pieces, or being gentle when you don't have the energy for it, any little thing is a testament to your courage. Scorpio, an intuitive shift sustains an intuitive change to an entire day. Tomorrow, a sudden inside knowledge, unrecognized and unexplained by the obvious, cannot and must not be ignored. The gut is pushing a line upon which logic may not yet tread, be it such a change in conditions or mood or an entirely new way of seeing someone. Trust it. Fearing what is wrong and looking for what is right will serve you better. Sagittarius, what you protect tomorrow shall become your future foundation. There arises a peculiar feeling that you might have to defend or guard your time, energy, or emotions. Trust that it is not selfish, it is pure wisdom. The things you decide to cherish now will quietly stand by you in these greater ways later on. Capricorn, you feel freer after saying less. Tomorrow, silence might seem more more peaceful than any explanation. Not every feeling needs to be expressed, and not every moment calls for your words. Trust the power of stillness. Holding that space within yourself will afford your calmness and strength. Sometimes the quietest boundaries speak louder than the boldest defense. Attach your spirit to your energy. Aquarius, a careful pause may be more valuable than gains. Tomorrow, instead of pushing on, you might derive more benefits by moving slowly. The answers and clarity you seek may not be drawn by gears being set in motion, but rather by observing in stillness. Welcome your breath to guide you. Pisces, your clarity could arise through departure. Something could feel heavy or confusing in the air tomorrow, and it would be best if you moved away. Not every situation deserves your energy. Trust your intuition. If it says to let go, let go. Whether it is from a place, a thought, or a pattern, maybe good things become obvious through that hush and leaving behind. All right, guys, that is our astrology horoscopes for tomorrow for all the signs. Like I said, we like to do that to just help guide you along your path. Shout out to the 11 people on right now. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. Let's move on now to Jay's conspiracy of the day. What you got for us, Jay?
Today I'm talking about it's a tourist attraction now. It's called the Island of the Dolls. You ever heard of it?
I heard of it before, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously,
Some creepy shit.
yeah, some real creepy shit. So it's a tourist attraction now. I wouldn't mind checking that out one day. It's about it's south of Mexico City, but it's basically a story centered around this guy named Don, and he was on the island, and in one of the canals on the island, he found like a dead young girl's body, you know, and then like, you know, that's kind of weird, right, to find a dead young girl's body, and then he after that he ended up seeing a doll as well, like obviously it was a young girl's doll for sure. So what he did was he hung it up, you know what I mean? Because he felt bad, you know what I'm saying? And he did it because he's like, all right, you know what? I found this, you know, dead young girl, and then, you know, and then he ended up finding more dolls like that were popping up, you know, by the island. And
Yeah.
so what he started doing was he started hanging them from the trees of the island. He felt like it like helped the girl's spirit, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously nowadays it's a damn tourist attraction, right? And his family actually took over this place. You know what I mean? Obviously most of the people around there, like the locals, say this place is like haunted. You know what I mean? Those dolls. I've seen the dolls and stuff. That should look creepy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like a lot of people claim the dolls move, the eyes open, like it's some weird shit, dude. You know what I mean? Obviously at night you gonna see different things. But yeah, he did this because, you know, like he wanted to, you know, obviously you find a dead girl, you probably traumatized, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Especially if you find a doll afterwards. That's some real creepy shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
The crazy
Right.
part is that now, like I said, this place is a tourist attraction.
Right.
I would definitely check that shit out, you know what I mean? For sure, because
Right.
that's a trip, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I don't, you know, I wish there was more detail to this actual place, you know, this little island, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like that's just the story that's passed down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it would be, you know, I definitely want to check that place out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But yeah, Island of the Dolls, bro.
I'll roll with you, bro. I'll roll with you.
Yeah, man. So it's been he started at 50, like this was started like 50 years ago.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? There's over 4,000 dolls on this fucking island.
Yeah.
Yeah, like oh, that's some scary shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not bad, dude. You just basically, you know, it costs you probably $100 and boom, you know, chill for like 4 to 6 hours.
Right.
But
Right.
it's just a trip, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I would definitely go check that shit out though, because that's just
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
you know, it would be a trip seeing that shit, especially for 50 years, like all these fucking old dolls. That's
Right.
fucking yeah. I don't know how I'd feel about it.
Yeah.
You know, like a motherfucker's just staring at you. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Have you seen pictures and shit?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, it's pretty creepy, bro.
Fuck yeah, it is, dude. It's like, bro, I'd be like, what the fuck?
No, thank you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so yeah, it's kind of crazy. I thought it was a cool little story, like Island of the Dolls.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But
Very cool.
yeah, I think yeah, I got definitely got to check that out one day, man.
Yeah, for sure.
$4,000, bro.
Yep. It's a lot of dolls, brother. A lot of dolls.
Right? All hanging from trees and shit. That's fucking weird.
You would think it's a little girl's dream come true, but do not bring a little girl there.
I wouldn't bring any kid there, bro. You bring a kid there, they'll probably fucking flip, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, they'll be traumatized for sure. But yeah, that place looked crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, let us move on to the very ending of our show. And before we do end our show, please follow us in about an hour. Once we get off, we will be going live again, but not with a show. We're going to be doing the first time ever going live at the gym for our show because we do hit up the gym.
Yes, sir.
We are trying to keep ourselves in shape so that we can stay here and give you guys this alpha for a very long time to come until we're old, bald men and with canes. Still doing our as OGs. But yeah, we are here for you. So yeah, please check that out. It'll be probably around like 1:30ish, 1:45.
Yeah.
We will be live at the gym.
For sure.
And to end our show, like always, let's help you guys out with some words of wisdom by Jay and me. Jay, what you got for them today, brother?
I'm gonna go with Epictetus today. Very simple, since I'm a little tired. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Very easy, very simple, very self-explanatory there. Too many people will talk too much, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, though, so you can, listen more than you talk.
Right.
Very important stuff there. A lot of people should take that into consideration.
True.
Yeah, it's good. It's smart though, because that's how you should be anywhere, honestly.
Right. Right.
It's a lot of it. It's actually a lot more powerful than what, if you really think about it, than what it states.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, very, very powerful, dude. Trust me. You know what I mean? It's the person that doesn't say shit and like that you can control your emotion. That's very, very, very fearful.
Right.
Remember that. It's a good one.
Definitely. And to finish off of what you're saying, as we come to the close of today's journey, remember this sacred truth. Our words are powerful, but silence is divine. In the stillness between thoughts and the quiet before we speak, wisdom rises. When we truly listen without the urge to reply, defend, or interrupt, we make space for understanding, healing, and connection. Let your words be few, but full of meaning. Let your ears and heart lead before your tongue. And I got a cool little quote from Gandhi to end the show with. Speak only if it improves upon the silence. And that's a quote I had to end the show from Gandhi. Thank you for spending time with us, Average Day Joes. Like always, health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto. And until we meet again, listen deeply, speak gently, and live wisely. And we will catch you in about an hour at the gym, guys. So we will see you then. And peace out. And shout out to the replay gang for tonight if you missed the live.